Hey, what's up guys? It's your boy the Fice, back at it with another video. This time we're doing a Dokkan discussion on this new LR Tech Broly. Should we pull him? Should we not? Let's do this discussion, but before we get this started, yo guys, if it's your first time here, definitely be sure to hit that subscribe button, leave a like, leave a comment, let me know what you guys think. I really love to hear from you guys. Let's get right into it. Let's start talking about this card that will be dropping soon. I'm definitely looking forward to it. Should we pull him? Well, let's take a look at kind of the leader stats, some of the stuff he has, and maybe some of the cards that he kind of joins with that maybe he might be worth pulling or he might not. I will tell you up front that I would really love to have this card if it's in our capability. I wouldn't stress if we don't pull him, but if we did, it would be really good because he is an amazing Resurrected Warriors lead. So if we look really quick at the leader stats, guys, it says Resurrected Warriors, category key +4, HP, attack, and defense is 130%. It's not impressive. It's not like 150, 170 or anything like that, but it's still good because it's a Resurrected Warriors category lead, which is something that we don't really have. So I would really love to have this card. The secondary stat, the extreme tech type key +4, attack, HP, 100% defense. I'm really not stressing that too much because it's not that big of a deal for me. But I would really like him because he would be a really good leader to have. There are other resurrected leader cards that you can have, like the Int Frieza, which is really good. But it's still, like I said, we don't have this card, so we don't have any leaders in regards to the resurrected warrior category, so it would be really awesome to have them. But now if we look at some of the other stats, let's look at the super attack and go from there. So if we open up this super attack really quick, let's just read it really quick. It says Eraser Cannon 18+ key causes mega colossal damage and greatly lowers enemies defense. And then he has the, because he's an LR, he has the 20+, which is super attack plus 30%. Super attack power is increased even more. Pretty standard, pretty basic on that one. I really do like it. The one thing I definitely do want to mention here is that the other STR LR Broly, you do take a defense hit when you do a super attack, which is a little scary. But this guy, when he does a super, it actually does no hindrance to you. You do not take a defense hit yourself, so it is a really good LR in that respect. So that's pretty cool. Let's take a look at this other stuff that we have. He does believe it or not, fam, he does have an activation skill. So that is the really cool thing about this guy. So let's see, we have the passive skill Devilish Chase. It says attack and defense 90% when performing a super attack, so that's pretty awesome. Plus an additional attack plus 50% if it is an ultra super attack. So it also stacks even more when you're doing the ultra super attack. So that's really crazy on the damage output looking at the percentage. And it says launches an additional super attack when facing 2 or more enemies, transforms when conditions are met. Now, the facing 2 or more enemies, I'm not too fond of it, because if I did want any other card, I would probably go with the STR LR Broly, because he has the when you do a super, he attacks everyone. He does all that damage. And we also have the non-LR STR version of that, the EZA one, which is really cool. So when it comes to more than one enemy with this LR, I'm not really too impressed with it. But if we look really quick, max orbs, he's at 20,000 max, just max level, he's at 20,000 HP and 15,445 on attack. On defense, he's 8,275. That's not bad. If we do as with full orbs as well, then he boosts up to HP 24,688, attack is 20,845. Defense is 13,275. So that's not bad. With the percentage stats increase, he gets all around from everything. The Resurrected Warriors, like I said, leader skill that he has, it's not great. But because we don't have a Resurrected Warriors, I definitely do want to have this card just in case. I won't pull crazy for him, but I think he is really good to at least have as an addition if you do have another Resurrected Warriors lead card. So let's take a look at some of the other cards that he has that we can mesh really well with, guys. So if we take a look, so this is the Int Frieza that I was talking about, obviously you can see my camera's on the left side, and it's for a reason, guys, because I did want to show you this leader skill that this Frieza has is significantly better when you have him, and he does category key +3, which is okay instead of +4, but he has HP 130%, and then he has attack and defense at 170%. So that's really good. That's really good. Now, if we take a look at his passive, though, he says proof of true skill is minus attack plus 150% and defense plus 50%. Super class allies and enemies attack minus 15%. So if you would have this leader skill, the only downside to this one is that when he is on the board and you have to do a move with him and you had a super ally, they would take a hit on their attack. So I don't like specifically this Frieza for that purpose. I'm trying to see if there's any other ones. I'm sure there's probably another leader. Let's see. There might not be. I'm not sure, but that's the first. That's the guy that's the other leader that really popped in my head when it came to Resurrected Warriors that I really did like. I just don't like his passive, because then it puts us in a position where we just have to be extreme when we're using Resurrected Warriors category. If we essentially look at a lot of these cards, there's a lot of good super cards as well as extreme cards in this case. So that's why I kind of don't like Frieza in this specific case, because he kind of puts us in a position where we have to go to extreme. But like, you know, you could finally use Majin Vegeta, LR Majin Vegeta, if you have him. This would be a really good time to use them. I think, like, we don't have this LR, but it would be awesome if we could. It would be really fun to have him. So you can finally mesh him in with another type of composition, which is really good. Let's see. They also have LR Bojack, which we do, guys. We do actually have him, and I do love using LR Bojack. So amazing. He's just such a tank. It's a really good card. If you did get the LR Kuro, you can use this one, which is really good. So there's a few cards that you can utilize here. You can use the Extreme Tech Frieza, which is also another good one, because his defense, his damage reduction is so good when your HP is above 50%. I also really do love the AGL Frieza, which is really good. He also does reduce damage received by 90% when HP is 50% or above. So a really good tank in this case. So you can get a really strong team going here, at least a very strong defensive team. But the reason I didn't want to mention that other Frieza lead is because, like, what if you wanted to throw this Super Saiyan 3 Bardock into your composition? I would love, if I had this Bardock, I would try to fit him into my my team, especially when it comes to Resurrected Warriors. And then you can do other things like what other? There was the Tapion. I kind of just love his transformation once it triggers. It's so good. And then, you know, let me see. There's a few other cards you can utilize with him. So I really, overall, I do think that this Broly is pretty legit. It's kind of like what I said about the old STR Broly. If we can pull him up really quick, I just want to see and discuss him. I don't really like, I really loved the fact that he does a super attack and he damages everyone on the field. That is so amazing. The only thing I don't like is kind of like what I said over here. If you look, that defense minus 20,000. It basically makes him a glass cannon, which is kind of scary. So if you don't kill someone, or if he's on a turn that's going to get attacked and you're going to super, you just have to make sure that the person attacking you is like after. It's not before. So the idea would be, like, if you're going to use Broly and there's the enemy's turn and your turn, you just have to make sure their circle's in the front, because you'll have full defense when they do their attack, but then when you do your super, you're going to drop significantly. So it's kind of like that mind game where it's like you just have to be cautious, because he really does glass cannon himself with that defense minus 20,000, which I'm not too fond of. But I do love the fact that his thing does colossal damage to all enemies, which is a really good benefit about the STR version. But I would say hands down, I'm really feeling this LR Broly. I think this Broly will be really cool to have. I did wish the stats would be a little bit higher because that 130% isn't too great. Now, the other thing I want to talk about, because I know it's on a lot of people's minds, is, yeah, so we're talking about this LR Broly. Do you think any of the new LRs that came out are better? Like, I would say that they are. I personally am really loving the new Gohan. So like if we take this, take a look at this and we just like see what the LR Gohan. LR Gohan has really good stats just right off the bat as a leader. He has attack 170%, HP and defense 150%. Or you can do Goku's family, which still has attack at 170%. They just take a hit on HP and defense, which is... It's still, if you look at it, his off lead skill is stronger than Broly's. And I'm like, damn, that kind of sucks. The other thing I did want to mention is I'm not seeing them mention the activation skill here. There was an activation skill where they're saying that, and I don't know, like I have to find it somewhere, but I did see people mention where I guess it says super attack on transform when conditions are met. I thought he had an activation skill because I'm looking to see over here. Ah, it's also not saying the activation skill in this case. So we'll have to look it up in a second, guys. But let's talk a little bit more about this Gohan because we want to do this comparison here. But the leader skills right off the bat, way better. And if we start looking at his passives, his attack and defense starts off really weak. Compared to Broly, because it says like attack and defense plus 58%. But when you attack each time, and it also says that he launches an additional attack that has a medium chance of becoming a super attack, which is a really good thing. It frequently becomes a super, the secondary for me, if I don't even have like full meter, so it's really good. But the thing I do like about Gohan, or I should say, like my boy Kami says, go bros. I do like Gohan and Goten specifically for the longer the match persists, the better it becomes, and the more attacks you do, the more attack and defense you increases, and also your ki increases. So if you do 5 attacks during the battle, then you're gonna get plus 5 ki. That's the most you can get on ki, but you'll have 50% attack and defense. If you do another 5 attacks, you'll have 100%, and then that's when it maxes out. It does have disable rampage effects and stuff, but that's not too big of a deal when it comes to this. I really don't utilize disable rampage that much, but it's something that you do have if you wanted to use this card. But I do love the stacking of attack and defense. Up front, Broly has more, but over time, this definitely does happen. The Gohan Goten LR does have the activation skill that when you drop up down to like 59% health or 50 or whatever it is, you get to do an extra super, and that super is on command. You could do it right away. And I used it in so many extreme EZA battles, guys. You should really check those videos out if you haven't. But we used that, and it saved our, like, pardon my French, it saved our ass so many times, guys. It was really good. So I'm really loving this card because of the activation skill. Now, give me one quick second because I'm going to try to see if I could find the other definition in regards to this LR Tech Broly, because right now I'm looking at DBZ Space and it's not giving us activation skill information, which is very weird. All right, guys, so we're back. I just kind of, so far we see, if we go to DBZ Dokkan Battle fandom.com, we go to the cards here, we can see more information here, so we're definitely going to be talking about this. So kind of like what I mentioned with the LR Gohan Goten, you do get that active skill, massively raises attack temporarily and causes ultimate damage to enemy, can be activated when HP is 59%, kind of like we said, or less, and facing only one enemy, starting from the 3rd turn from the start of battle. So you have to get up to the 3rd turn, and your health pool has to be lesser than 59% or 59%. So that's really cool. I do like the sound effect that it does, which is really awesome. Let's hear it real quick, guys. Use every ounce of power you got in you. Without the music though, it's not that awesome. But I'm gonna put some music in here so it can sound different. But let's see if we can now look for the LR Broly, the LR Tech Broly. I would definitely want to see that. So give me 1 second while I see if I can pull this up. All right, guys. So now we're back and we're looking at even more information in regards to the Super Saiyan Broly. Really legit stuff. So now if we kind of see, let's see, it says transformation conditions. He transforms starting from the 4th turn from the start of battle. Oh, there's the transformation, guys. That is sick. That is sick. So on transformation, on the 4th turn, so basically he transforms 4th turn guaranteed. If we go here, then we take a look at this. So this is what I like about the active skill. You see, it says Ki plus 24 and attack plus 48% for 1 turn can be activated after transformation only once. So this basically on the 4th turn, he transforms, it becomes a guaranteed activation, instant Ki 20 plus 24 attack. So you can use it whenever you want, and it's going to be an ultimate super, which means that with the passive skill, everything is going to stack, guys. So it's going to be attack and defense plus 100% when performing a super attack, plus an additional attack plus 88% if it's an ultra super attack. And because it's the active skill with the plus 24 Ki, it's guaranteed. It's going to add that. So you're going to have 188% with that. And then you're going to have from the active skill another 48%. Jesus. And then if we go to the super itself, the super itself also gives you a certain percentage. We read that on in the what is it called? The other in DBZ space, which said over here. Oh man, that is so crazy, fam. Super attack plus 30%. That is insane. That's a lot of percentage increase, especially on the damage output. So I can really see him doing some amazing damage, guys. I'm kind of feeling that activation, because the thing with the difference between Gohan and Goten's LR transformation super and the difference between his is that his super will hit like a truck. His activation will hit like a truck just because of all the increased buff that he has. Let's hear his active skill. Oh, it's coming soon. We don't have it, guys. So this is really interesting. Like the more I'm reading into the percentages, even if I ignore his lead skill that it's kind of lacking, I'm really loving all the other stats that increase significantly. So is he a card to pull for? I kind of want to say yes on this one. It's just I mean, there's other things that are coming on the horizon that maybe you might want to pass on depending on how many stones you guys got. But like I said, guys, if we get him, it would be incredible. And if we don't get him, it is what it is. That transformation, I wish it was kind of already showing the animation like it shows here. But it doesn't show it. So we're just going to have to wait for it. But I'm liking the art already. Like, even without animations moving, that's pretty legit. And then seeing that... Oh man, I'm really feeling this. But yo guys, this is our conversation on the LR Extreme Tech Broly. I think he's a card that's worth going for. If you have the stones for it, definitely give him a shot. This looks like a lot of good stats that this guy has. If we're able to sneak him into other things, let's see. What are his character? Okay, his categories are Resurrected Warriors, Movie Bosses, Pure Saiyans, Full Power, Transformation Boost. If you go Pure Saiyans, you're going to need to use another category lead potentially. Kind of like, you know, you might use Vegeta. I'm trying to see if they're on the same title as the other card. Because I know he definitely has, it says Nightmarish Impact Legendary Super Saiyan Broly. Let's take a look really quick, fam. Let's take a look. Indestructible Saiyan Legendary Super Saiyan Broly. Legendary Super Saiyan Broly. So I think that one actually cancels out in that case. If we go for the movie Broly, I think we might be good. Let's take a look. Trying to see. where this one. Super Saiyan Broly. So we might be good on pure Saiyans. We might be, or movie bosses. Might be good on that. Legendary Super Saiyan Broly. Okay. So I think the only one that gets canceled out is gonna be this STR one. Legendary Super Saiyan Broly. That one's gonna get negated. So that one kind of it kind of burns us in that case specifically for that card. But it's not that big of a deal. I wouldn't stress too much about it. But you can put him in Resurrected Warriors, movie bosses, pure Saiyans, full power, and transformation boost. So he is going to be utilized. Full power is something I definitely want to build a team with. We don't have the cards for that, but it would be really cool to get something going probably for full power. It would be really legit. But guys, thank you so much for checking out this video. Let me know what you guys think. I really want to see what you guys think, if you guys are going to pull for this card or not. I love to hear it in the comments. I'm kind of feeling all the stat boosts he gets, and I do love the transformation being on the 4th turn, and then you can activate the plus 24 key whenever you want to do the super. So it's if you're kind of like drained or you're dry and you're not able to get any form of orbs, you can do it on that turn and just kill it. Now my question is, how long is that transformation gonna last? And that's the one part or question that I still don't understand, because they're not telling me. You see, it says transform starting at the 4th turn from the start of the battle. So does that mean he stays like that permanently? That's a question that I really do have in my head. Guys, let me know in the comments below. Most likely, if I do get an answer, he'll probably be out by then. But if you guys do know beforehand, let me know, because I want to know. But shout outs to all you guys for checking out this video. Thank you guys so much for showing that love and support. Again, if it's your first time here, definitely be sure to hit that subscribe button, leave a like, leave a comment. I really want to hear from you guys. Come join us on Discord. It's the best community ever, and I will catch you guys later. Peace. See you guys. Thank you guys so much for hanging out, and I'll catch you guys later. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Again, if this is your first time here and you're watching from YouTube, definitely be sure to hit that subscribe button. If you ever come to Twitch, definitely be sure to hit that follow button. Come join us on Discord. The link is below in the YouTube description. Also, last but not least, I want to say major shout outs to the sponsors. If you guys also wanted to financially support the stream, definitely be sure to check out that YouTube description below. There is a Patreon link. And if you can't support financially, don't worry guys, there's other ways you can actually show support. That's getting the word out, sharing the content, letting friends and loved ones know about this this channel. Tell them to come and hang out. Come join us on Discord. You will not regret it. It's the best community / family ever. It says it right there on the freaking board. Yo, thank you guys so much for hanging out. I love you guys so much, and I will catch you guys next time. Let me know in the comments below what you would like to see next, what you think about the video, and so on. I'll catch you guys next time. See ya.